My name is Philip Snowgang, and together with Marsha Snow Morgan, we are the principals responsible for bringing this CD-ROM to you. We would like to introduce this by first telling you something about our own Montessori backgrounds. To begin with, I would tell you that teaching was about the last thing I thought of when I was a young man. I graduated from university as an engineer, and it wasn't until my son reached the age of 7 that I began to understand the depth of the Montessori approach and decided that that was a passion I would like to follow. Left the engineering profession and studied in Bergamo, Italy for the 1973-1974 school year term. Subsequent to that, I also was in a teacher formation course in Atlanta for ages 3 to 6. And in the late 70s, both Marsha and I were deeply involved in a National Erdkinder Consortium, which was really prompted by my work with Mario Montessori Jr., who was an advocate for the development of Montessori for the adolescent years.
Hi, this is Marsha Snow Morgan. My story is just a bit different than Phil's in that my mother started using the word Montessori when I was quite young and shared the story with me that she had taken a book to the hospital with her when I was born, written by Maria Montessori. When I was at university studying for my teaching degree, I did the heretical thing of writing my senior paper on Maria Montessori when everyone else in the class was writing their paper on John Dewey. I did not make the teacher very happy at that point, but I fell in love with the ideas and the whole concept of Montessori, and certainly it stayed with me as my first child was born several years later, and I have the first clipping out of the newspaper of how to get in touch with a Montessori association. My interest grew as my children grew, and I began to work part-time at a Montessori school, and one day my first mentor, Nan Honrath, walked in and said, you'll be going to Italy next year to take Montessori training for the 6 to 12-year-old. I had no idea what she was talking about, but I said, yes, indeed, my children and I will be on our way. So I had the year 70-71 in Bergamo with Mario Montessori, still as course director and teacher. Through the years, I've taught many different levels of children, worked with adults in different programs, and been the principal in several schools, and then eventually started a school of my own in Christchurch, New Zealand.
In the 1990s, we were both intrigued at the opportunities that seem to evolve around creating learning environments in virtual spaces, first through the California Institute of Integral Studies and then through Endicott College. We've put this CD-ROM together from our experiences over the last decade or so in presenting the concepts to groups around the world.
It is really a CD that provides an index of the work that we will be doing together. And the index is really a way to plant seeds. So nothing in the presentation is in its completeness, but it just gives you a taste of the different aspects that we'll be looking at as the time together proceeds.